CMA's. Welcome to Learn Costing, and here I will teach you the illustration sums under each chapter from the CMA study material, that is CMA Final Cost Strategic Cost Management and Decision Making. First, here I am going to start with marginal costing sums, and let us start now. Let us start with illustration 1, that is break-even analysis. Now I am going to explain the question. Accelerate Company Limited manufactures 4 types of products, that is A, B and C, and they have given the sales mix, that is 33. You can see here. You can see here, that is 33 1/3%, and for B 41 2/3%, for C 16 2/3%, and for D 8 1/3%. And they also given the total budgeted sales, that is rupees 60,000 per month, and then variable cost. And they didn't give a variable cost straightly. They gave like variable cost for A 60% of selling price. For that we have to calculate 60% in the selling price of A. Next, for B 68% of selling price, and for C 80% of selling price, and for D 40% of selling price, and then fixed cost, that is rupees 14,700 per month. Now they have given 2 questions. That the first question is calculate the break-even point on overall basis, and then second question is they have given the sales mix, that is different sales mix. For A 25%, for B 40%, for C 30%, and for D 5%. For this we have to calculate again a break-even point, and then see, they have given here that total sales per month remaining the same, and remaining the same in the sense already they have given rupees 60,000 as sales. The same sales has to be applied here also. Let us start with the solution. First question is we have to compute the break-even point on overall basis. In that, first one is sales. They have given that sales is 60,000 rupees. So let us put 60,000 here. And then what they have told us, see here 33.1/3%. That is for A we have to calculate this 33.1/3% on 60,000. That is 60,000 into 33.3333%. That is how this 0.33% is. See here. First, if in any question they have given like a mixed fraction, you take that this portion alone, that is 1/3. What you will get is see here 0.333. So just add to that 33 and you will get 33.33%. If you calculate like this, you can save the time, and you can easily complete the solution. See here, 60,000 into 33.3333%, you will get 20,000. Likewise you do for B, that is 60,000 into 41.666%. 2 divided by 3 is 0.66. You will get 0.66, and add to that 41 and you will get 41.666. So you just multiply with 60,000 by 41.66%. Then you will get 60,000 into 41.66%, you will get 25,000. Likewise you do for C and D. that is 60,000 into 60, the same 2 by 3 is 0.66. you just add here 66 percentage, you will get 10,000. And same here into 8 1 by 3 percentage, that is 60,000 into 8.333%, you will get 5,000, and that's it. Then come to variable cost. That is variable cost is 60% of selling price. So what you will do is 20,000 into 60%, that is 12,000. See here, 12,000. 20,000 into 60%. You can see here the percentage of variable cost, and likewise you do for B, C and D. That is 25,000 into 68%, and then 10,000 into 80%, 5,000 into 40%. Okay, first you'll write like this, and then you will you calculate. 25,000 into 68% is 17,000, and likewise 8,000 and then 2,000. If you add all these, you will get 39,000. Then contribution is you subtract sales minus variable cost, and you will get contribution, that is 8,000, and again 8,000, 2,000 and 3,000, and if you subtract here, you will get 21,000. They have given the fixed cost, that is 14,700 per month, so you straight away put here 14,700. And then if you subtract fixed cost from contribution, you will get 6,300. After calculating the profit, you have to find out the PV ratio for each product. Then you know the formula, that is contribution divided by sales into 100, and you put contribution, that is 8,000 divided by 20,000, that is sales, into 100, you will get 40%. Likewise you do for all the products, and do this on overall basis. And then we have to find out the break-even sales, that is for overall basis alone. Now for this, fixed cost divided by PV ratio is the formula, and the fixed cost is 14,700 divided by 35%, that is PV ratio. You will get 42,000 as break-even sales. That's it, the answer for A question, that is break-even point on overall basis. The second question is when sales mix is changed to 25%, 40%, 35% and 5% for ABCD products, what will be the break-even point? For that, we have to calculate the same way as we do in above table. Okay, let's start. First one is sales, and then they have given in question that sales, the total sales, that is 60,000, is not changed and it has remained same. So we have to put 60,000 as it is, and then we have to calculate like this: 60,000 into 25%, and 60,000 into 40%, 60,000 into 30%, and 60,000 into 5%. And if you calculate into 25%, you will get 15,000, 24,000, 18,000 and 3,000. And then variable cost. Variable cost as same as we did above. like 60 percentage of sales, that is 15,000 into 60 percentage, and then 24,000 into 68 percentage, and then here 18,000 into 80 percentage, and here 3,000 into 40 percentage. If you calculate this, you will get 9,000, 16,320, and 14,400, and here 1,200. If we total up this all, you will get 40,920. And then contribution, 6,7680, and 3,600, 1,800. And then if you add these four values, you will get 19,080. Next one is fixed cost. Fixed cost is 14,700, and if you subtract this, you will get 4,380, that is profit. Now we have to calculate PV ratio. Contribution divided by sales into 100, and if you do this, you will get 40%, 32%, 20%, 60%, and at last you will get 31.8%. Then BES, that is break-even sales. For break-even sales, the formula is fixed cost divided by PV ratio, and here fixed cost is 14,700 divided by 31.8%. Then we will get 46,266. That's it. The sum is, the first illustration is over. Let us start illustration 2, evaluation of order. I explain the question. A company currently operating at 80% capacity, and they have given sales and other costs, direct material, direct labor, variable overheads, and fixed overheads, and also they have given profit. Here the export order has been received by the company, and that would utilize half of the capacity. Half of the capacity means generally the company or factory has 100% capacity, and it utilizes half of the capacity, that is 50%. And they given two options, that is, see here, the order has to be taken in full and executed at 10% below the domestic prices. That is, if the price is, for example, if the price is 10 rupees in domestic market, 10% below the price, that is at 9 rupees, you will accept the export order, or else you have to reject it totally. Then they have given the following options, that is alternatives. The first alternative is we have to reject the order and continue with the domestic sales only. Now we are going to find profit under first alternative. For that, first you put sales, that is 12,80,000, and then variable cost material 4 lakh, and direct labor 1,60,000, and variable overhead 80,000. And if you add these three, you will get 6,40,000, and find the contribution. And then you subtract fixed cost, that is 5,20,000, and you will get profit, that is 1,20,000. The second alternative is we have to accept the order and split the capacity equally between overseas and domestic sales. That is, the overall capacity is 100%, and we have to split it as 50% and 50% to overseas and domestic sales. And they have mentioned here, you see, turn away excess domestic demand. That is, for meeting the domestic demand, we have to allot the capacity of 80%, but now we have only 50%, so the balance 30% we have to sacrifice. That's it. Now we have to calculate for 100%. For this, we need some working for sales. And here actually the sales is 12,80,000, right? 12,80,000, and this is for 80%, and for 100% we have to calculate the sales, and that would be 16 lakh. And then next we have to split the capacity equally between the order and the domestic sales. For that, you see here 16 lakh into 50%, and this is for domestic sales, that is 8 lakhs. And for foreign order, you know that they fix price less, 10% less than the domestic price. So we have to calculate like this: 16 lakh into 50% as usual, and then 90%. The price of foreign order is 10% less than the 10% less than the domestic price. So we have to reduce like this: 100 minus 10, and you will get 90%. And here if you calculate, you will get 7,20,000, and you have to add these two and put it as sales, that is 15,20,000. 15,20,000 you write here, and then we have to calculate the variable cost, that is 4 lakhs is for 80%, and what for 100% you will get 5 lakh. Likewise, 1,60,000 is for 80%, and what for 100%, and you will get 2 lakhs. Here the same, you will get 1 lakh, and if you add these three, you will get 8 lakhs. And then contribution is 7,20,000, and fixed cost is same, 5,20,000. The profit will be 2 lakhs. The third alternative is we have to increase capacity so as to accept the export order and maintain the present domestic sales. That is, for export order we need the capacity of 50%, and for domestic sales we need 80%. So totally we need 130%. For that we have to buy equipment, and that will increase the capacity by 10%, and also fixed cost by 40,000 rupees. And then you see the second one, that is work overtime. For increasing this capacity, we need work overtime at 1.5 the normal rate to bring the capacity of 130%. And let's see how we have to work out the profit. See, as I told, for domestic sales we need the capacity of 80%, that is 12,80,000 rupees, and then 50%, that is you see here 7,20%, that is for 50% capacity the sales will be 7,20,000. So you add here 7,20,000, and you will get 20 lakhs. And then variable cost is, you do same like this, that is 4 lakh is for 80%, and for 130 percentage you will get 6,50,000. And the same you do like this for direct labor and variable overhead. Then you will get 2,60,000 and 1,30,000. For this they have given that work time, that is overtime premium, that is 0.5 times it increased. So we have to write here, we have to add overtime premium also for 130 percentage capacity. For that we need some calculations. Let us do. See, now we have to calculate the overtime premium, and then capacity is increased by 30 percentage from 100 percentage. So direct labor increased by 60 percentage. See here, from 2 lakh it increased by 2,60,000. So from this 30 percentage, 10 percentage is due to new equipment, right? It is due to new equipment, and 20 percentage is due to overtime. So we have to calculate for overtime, that is 60,000 divided by 30 percentage into 20 percentage, and for 20 percentage it will come 40,000 by overtime. So overtime premium is see in question they given like 1/2 the normal rate. So 40,000 into 0.5 equal to 20,000. This is the overtime premium. You may get confusion that in question they have given 1/2 the normal rate. See, if the rate is 40,000 and they given like 1/2 times, and it will come to 60,000. And what is the difference between 40,000 and 60,000? It will come 20,000. So this is the overtime premium. So the overtime premium is 20,000. And then if you add, you will get variable cost 10,60,000. okay, and then contribution is 9,40,000. See, for fixed cost you have to calculate like this. 5,20,000 is normally the fixed cost, and here for 130 percentage it increased by 40,000 because of the new equipment is installed. So 40,000, if you add this you will get 5,60,000, and the profit is 3,80,000. That's it, the illustration 3.